Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's devotion for July 15th. Today's devotion is titled, Treasure the Moments. The Bible verse is from Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verses 1 to 14. There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens. A time to be born, and a time to die. A time to plant, and a time to uproot. A time to kill, and a time to heal. A time to tear down, and a time to build. A time to weep, and a time to laugh. A time to mourn, and a time to dance. A time to scatter stones, and a time to gather them. A time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to search, and a time to give up. A time to keep, and a time to throw away. A time to tear, and a time to mend. A time to be silent, and a time to speak. A time to love, and a time to hate. A time for war, and a time for peace. What do workers gain from their toil? I have seen the burden God has laid on the human race. He has made everything beautiful in its time. He has also set eternity in the human heart, yet no one can fathom what God has done from beginning to end. I know that there is nothing better for people than to be happy and to do good while they live. That each of them may eat and drink and find satisfaction in all their toil. This is the gift of God. I know that everything God does will endure forever. Nothing can be added to it, and nothing taken from it. God does it so that people will fear him. Su Dongpo, also known as Su Shi, was one of China's greatest poets and essayists. While in exile and gazing upon a full moon, he wrote a poem to describe how much he missed his brother. We rejoice and grieve, gather and leave, while the moon waxes and wanes. Since times of old, nothing remains perfect, he writes. May our loved ones live long, beholding this beautiful scene together through thousands of miles apart. His poem carries themes found in the book of Ecclesiastes. The author, known as the teacher, observed that there's a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. By pairing two contrasting activities, the teacher, like Su Dongpo, seems to suggest that all good things must inevitably come to an end. As Su Dongpo saw the waxing and waning of the moon as another sign that nothing remains perfect, the teacher also saw in creation God's providential ordering of the world he'd made. God oversees the course of events, and he has made everything beautiful in its time. Life may be unpredictable and sometimes filled with painful separations, but we can take heart that everything takes place under God's grace. We can enjoy life and treasure the moments, the good and the bad, for our loving God is with us. What are some things you're afraid to try because of life's unpredictability? How can you lean on Jesus as you step forward in courage to forge new friendships and deepen relationships? Thank you for joining me for today's devotion, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.